What were Obama's accomplishments? Obamacare, quote, digging the country out of an economic Great Recession, and his election as the first black president. That's the whole thing. And that's pretty weak. So here's where Obama actually stacks up on these four factors. First, unique circumstances. Obama did face a severe economic downturn when he assumed office. That is not that rare in American history. According to 247wallstreet.com, America has had either depressions or recessions in 1797 under Adams, 1807 under Jefferson, 1815 to 1821 under Madison and Monroe, 1837 under Van Buren, 1857 under Buchanan, 1873 under Grant, 1893 under Cleveland, 1907 under Teddy, 1920 and 21 under Harding, the Great Depression under Hoover and FDR, 1973 under Nixon, and the Carter years and early Reagan years. Which leaves aside the stock market crashes under Reagan, the mild economic downturn under George H.W. Bush, and the bursting of the internet bubble under Bill Clinton. So, the question isn't, did he actually experience a downturn? It's what he did with that. He proceeded to lead, Obama did, one of the worst recoveries in American history. Second, successfully addressing one or more national crises. This is the second criteria. Davis gives Obama credit for addressing the Great Recession, although his recovery was tepid at best, actually the worst since the Great Depression. Average annual growth has been the weakest since 1949, at just 2.1% growth per year. The expansion has been long, but it's been seriously underproductive. On foreign policy, Obama has exacerbated national crises surrounding terror, presided over a massive increase in the number of terror attacks on American soil. He's also presided over the collapse of race relations in the United States. When he took office, 2 out of 3 Americans thought race relations were good. He leaves office with nearly 2 in 3 Americans thinking precisely the reverse. Third, a good president has significant impacts on domestic or foreign policy. Obama's biggest domestic policy achievement, Obamacare, has increased costs and premiums, thrown Americans off their preferred insurance plans, and separated them from their doctors, all while overburdening medical care providers and placing insurance companies under the financial gun. It will be repealed as soon as Obama's gone. His immigration policy has left millions of illegal immigrants adrift. His foreign policy has been a series of appeasements and blunders, resulting in the rise of ISIS, a genocide in Syria, the unilateral surrender of Iraq, the incompetent prosecution of the war in Afghanistan, the regional empowerment and global legitimization of the Iranian terror regime, the creation of a dictatorship in Turkey, the empowerment of a dictatorship in Russia, the expansion of Chinese power. He's weakened American allies all around the globe. Fourth factor, enhancing the future of the presidency and his political party. The presidency is more powerful now than it was under Obama's predecessors, but that's not a particularly good measure of greatness, since he'll be handing over that power to Donald Trump. And Obama has devastated his political party. He's lost nearly 1,000 seats across the country for his party. His party controls just 18 governorships. He's lost the Senate, he's lost the House, he's lost the White House. The Democrats are in the weakest position they've occupied since 1920 on the state level. And no, Barack Obama doesn't just get extra credit because he's black. So, where does Obama stack up historically? It's actually kind of rare that historians rank 2-term presidents among the nation's worst. The only 2-term president often included in that list is W, and that's largely due to the economic collapse of 2007-2008. If not for that, he'd probably be somewhere in the middle. In all likelihood, Obama will rank slightly above Jimmy Carter, but below Richard Nixon. Historians will probably place him above George W., but well below Bill Clinton or even LBJ. He'll rank as a rotten president, not the worst ever, but certainly not among the best, which is fitting. In the end, Obama was kind of forgettable. He was a forgettable president domestically. He was a disastrous president in terms of foreign policy. History is not going to treat him kindly. He'll fade into obscurity rather than growing into historical prominence, which actually is probably his worst nightmare. I'm Ben Shapiro. This is The Ben Shapiro Show.